like we've said before, you can't pick one, can you? Well, I have picked one.
You have picked one. You have. You literally went and bought one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to another custom review from us. This time it's all about this machine, the Merlo 33.7 Turbo Farmer Telehandler. Now hopefully you may have seen in previous review videos that myself and Andrew have done, we've already reviewed the Manitou MLT 630-115V and we've reviewed the JCB 532.60 Agri Super Loadall. Right, there we go. I'm glad we've not had a drink before we've done this. Might have one afterwards. So we've already reviewed those two machines. Now those two machines, they pretty much have a lift capacity of about 3.2 tonnes and they've got a lift height of about 6 metres or just over. And guess what? So does this machine. So with that then, we're effectively going to complete our telehandler trilogy. So what we're going to do now, Andrew is pretty much going to give us his opinion of this machine, because this machine is Andrew's own, with his own money, his own hard-earned money as well. So this is his machine, and it's kind of been the machine that's been sort of the benchmark for the other two. This has kind of been the yardstick, hasn't it? That's right, yeah.
So without further ado, we'll crack on and we'll see what we can find. Before we kick off, let's have a few stats on this machine. So it has a lift capacity of 3.3 tonnes, a lift height of 6.6 metres. It's got a Deutz 4-cylinder, 3.6 litre engine, 115 horse, and it's got a 2-range hydrostatic transmission. Is that about right, Andrew?
That's the one.
That's the one. So while we're around the front end, I mean, let's talk about the important bit of a telehandler, which is the hydraulics and the handling. So just give us a word on overall performance of this machine.
Of the hydraulics, yeah, they are smooth, really smooth. The joystick, it does everything, nice and smooth. There's no jerkiness. I won't say there's any lag in it or anything like that.
Yeah.
As opposed to speed, compared to the JCB and Manitou, I won't say it was just as fast.
Yeah.
That JCB was rapid.
It was very rapid.
Very rapid. But on the other side, you could say it's a little bit slower, a little bit more easier to control, say.
Yeah.
But then it's not short of power with the hydraulics. You've got your 3.3 tonne lift. And it will lift it, yeah. It's not short of hydraulic power.
Yeah.
No, not by any stretch of imagination.
Well, that's it. In terms of performance-wise, I mean, obviously you'll have been in plenty of muck heaps with this. Tear out force and things like that. I mean, it's got a massive ram on the front.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it has. Yeah. No, like I say, it's not short of power. What it lacks in speed a little bit. It's not short in power, Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, just carrying on with kind of like hydraulic flow. Obviously, you got your third service up here up front, and you use this with like an auger bucket as well.
That's it.
I mean, hydraulic flow, plenty enough.
Oh, there's plenty for grabs and auger bucket. Yeah, we're not short of hydraulic flow. Using any third service, it's plenty fast enough. Yeah, it is there. And let's say it's very controllable as well. What you're getting out of it,
That's it. And let's talk features and functions, because with those other two machines that we've had down here, they've all got plenty features and, like I say, lots of functions, and some have got some haven't got some, and it's all sort of swings and roundabouts. I mean, this, like the Manitou, has that auto revving feature. So whereby you pull on the joystick and it gives a bit of automatic rev to make the hydraulics work. Is that something you make the most of?
Yeah, well,
whether you make the most of it or what, I don't know. That's still up for debate. But on this machine, you can actually set it to your maximum revs as well. Right. So it's not either on or off. Yeah. So you can turn it on or off, but then you can set it to how hard you want to rev as you're using the.
Oh, right.
Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't know that.
You can set it to how hard you want it revving, and so obviously more revs, more speed, like yeah.
Right. So it's not just something you can leave. You can tailor it.
Yeah, you can tailor it to how you want. So like filling feeder wagons or filling muck spreaders, stuff like that. If you want to turn it right up and have it revving harder, you can do. And it's then your acceleration pedal is your movement pedal then.
Yeah.
And on this one, you've got your inching pedal as well, acting like a clutch.
Right.
So, yeah, it all comes together quite nicely. Like so if you turn your auto revving off, you can use your clutch and use your accelerator if you want to do it like old schooly type thing.
That's it, kind of bleed off a bit of that hydraulic. Yeah. The transmission hydraulic flow.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Ideal. So back to the front end. I mean, third service layout. Obviously, it's a little bit different from the likes of the Manitou and the JCB.
That's right. Yeah.
So I mean, how do you get on with that? I mean, what's sort of involved really? Because it is a little bit different.
It is slightly different. Yeah. So basically, you've just got your flow and your return. This separate parts for your H-lock.
Yeah. Which
is electronically managed from cab as well.
Right.
So, but that's got to be plugged into a service in order to work.
Yeah.
And then obviously if you've got your grab or something like that, you put that on the blank.
Yeah.
And then you've got your two there, which I think they're a good position there, good space in between the pipes.
Yeah, they're nicely splayed out.
They are, yeah. Like we found on the JCB, I couldn't get my fat fingers around back at pipes and I struggled.
Yeah.
But they're nicely splayed out. They're a good position. And also with this, there's no hydraulic backup pressure from the machine.
No.
So you don't have any buttons to press or anything to dump the hydraulic pressure.
No. Because it doesn't hold the pressure.
It doesn't hold the pressure as such. No. So any grabs or anything for a Merlo, we've put our check valves on the attachments.
Yeah.
So basically, the grab won't shut it open. Like I know some people do mount them on here, but
right.
I think this is for the bigger machines. If you have electronically managed stuff on the front, like baskets and stuff, but yeah, no, that the hydraulic couplings, they are good and easy to manage.
That's it. I suppose with this one, the one for the hydraulic attachment on it, I suppose with that on the blank in the middle, there's absolutely no chance of accidentally dropping.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, once it's on, like if you're using a bucket and a fork, you might not get off to put that on the blank. It's only when you go into a grab or whatever.
Yeah.
You blank it off then. But yeah, no, they're good and easy to get to. Like you're not struggling around them.
Right. And then just kind of moving forward a bit. Yeah. The bit that I'm leaning on, headstock, 3-point contact attachment. What are you going to call it? I mean, how do you